Right, Rosie, so let's have a look. So we are she's stuck on 52. The last two papers I've marked, you've had 52 on. So we're looking now for you to launch yourself up into the 60s, hopefully, with this paper. Let's see how you go. Right, so the first mistake is the first thing you've written. Now, on your calculator, you would have seen 38.1. You know you need to add a 0, but you added it in the wrong place. 38.1 is £38.10. What you've written is £38 and a penny. That's correct. That's correct. So this is correct for your total, but it's wrong because that's wrong there. So you're going to lose 1 out of the 4 marks available for that. 5% times £169.31, so that's correct. If it's got a meters squared, that's area. Alright, this is length. So the length of the hockey pitch would just be meters. That's correct. That's wrong because it's not a metric unit. Miles is old-fashioned, it's an imperial unit like feet and inches. So that we're looking for kilometers, and that one's right, kilograms. So 2 marks there. That is too big. Okay, you've counted too many squares that you shouldn't be. For example, you shouldn't be counting that one there. You're looking to count any square that's more than half full. Alright, again there you're counting too many of them. Alright, you got the right method, but your answer is too far out. Okay, so you only include the ones that are more than half covered by the shape. Total for the page 5, 8. That's good. Cylinder, that's not a hexagon, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, sides, so it's a pentagon. It's just, you'll learn those. That's not a trapezium. A trapezium is a four-sided flat shape. That is an object. It's three-dimensional. It's a triangular prism. Okay, so you've only got 1 mark there, 3 for the page. Radius is correct. That's correct. You spelled it wrong. It's a chord. That is a tangent. Now you put on too many lines of symmetry here. Okay, the 2 diagonal ones are right, but you've put on 2 incorrect ones. If that was a line of symmetry, then that shaded square there would have to be reflected there, and similarly that and that. And if that's a line of symmetry, that square would shade in that one as well. So you got 2 right, 2 wrong, cancel each other out, no marks, but that one's right. So you get 1 out of 3 there. That's correct, so is that, so you've only got 1 of the 2 there. That's correct, and that's correct as well, 3 there. 3, 6, 8 for the page. The number is 8. 7 and 4 is right, but it's 11. So I can't give you that mark because you've added them up wrong. This one, take a look how I've explained that on the video clip. But basically, if that's balancing and that's balancing, then that must be equal to that. So you can take 1 B off both of them, and you get the 2 B's must come to 8. So each B must weigh 4. Once you've worked out that each B must be 4, then that means that that comes to 12, which means A must be 12. Okay, so you don't have to lay it out algebraically, you can just work it out. Times by 4 is correct, but that's not a word. Okay, if they want it in words, they expect it in words. 6 add 8 is 14V. No, the 6 and the V are joined by a times in algebra. We don't write the times in because it looks like an X. So it's going to be 75 take away 6 times 8, not 6 add 8, which is 75 take away 48, which is 27. That's correct. That's not. No, we've practiced that this week. Okay, if it's younger, you're going to take away. So you're looking for that as your answer. No, it isn't 28 times 7. It should be 28 divided by 7. And again, we've practiced that this week. But this one is right with you. Well done. Total for the page 2, 3, 4, 5. That's correct. That's correct. This isn't. Now you've put them in order, but what I need you to do is to show me where your middle is. Okay, now your middle is there because you've got 3 that side and 3 that side. Once I know that I can see that, then you've got a chance of a method mark. So you've got to find the halfway point between those two. If there was only one middle number, you'd just write it down. But there's not. There are 2 middle numbers, so you have to find the halfway point by adding those up and then dividing by 2. Okay, so you haven't done enough there to justify a mark, but you have got full marks there, so that's good. 8 for the page. No, the area is 25. You want to find out what the sides are. So for a square, what times itself is 25. 5 fives is 25. So the length of these squares is 5. So that distance there is 5 and 5, which is 10. I was telling you in the question that the circle diameter is equal to the length of each square. So if that's 5, so is that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. 5 sixes, 30. So this length is 30. So if they wanted the area, you would do 30 times 10. They want the perimeter, so you've got to do 10, add 30, add 10, add 30, which is 80. So there's nothing there that I can credit you any marks for. That is good. Not many people are getting that one right, and that's good as well. So 6 marks for that bit. That is correct, but you should have opened your compass out a bit further than you did. Okay, open your compass so it's clearly more than halfway and do what you've done, but that will get you the marks. This one's wrong though. I can see what you're trying to do. Nice idea. What you have to do is open your compass, which you've done, draw a circle, part of a circle, which you've done. Okay, so I'll keep it the same as yours. And then what you have to do is move the point to where the circle crosses your original line, and then draw your third arc there. Okay, so the line you rubbed out was the 60 degrees. Okay, but it's that circle crossing up there that I'd be looking for. So that's what I'm looking for there. So you haven't quite done enough to earn the mark, but you got that one, so that's good. 2 marks. Well done. You don't like those, so I'm glad you got that. And that is superb, getting that right. Well done. That bit's right, so you get a mark for that, but then the next bit is wrong with you. You know that this customer has used X meters of water, and you have to take off the 10 that are going to cost her 15 quid. And that much is going to then cost her £2 per cubic litre. So you're going to do 2 times x minus 10, which is 2x, take away 20, that times that times that. Okay, and then the total bill would be that much plus 15 plus the £4 standing charge, which is 2x, there's no other x's there, You're at negative 20 and you're adding 19, means you end up at negative 1. Still, that is really good. There's 7 marks you earned there. I'll give you 10 for the page. That's really good. Well done, Rosie. Impressed with that. Right. This isn't correct. Now you've worked out, no you haven't. No, you've gone totally wrong with that. It's not 8%, it's 8 cubic meters. What you need to do is to work out how many cubic meters she's used by taking those two numbers away. Comes to 24, so she's used 24, and out of those 24, 8 of them were recycled. So you do 8 out of 24, 8 over 24 times 100. That's correct, that's correct, that's correct. And that's fine, 5 marks for that page, that's good. You can't add the percentages together because they worked out over 2 years separately. Okay, take a look at how I've explained that on the video clip. It's known as compound percentages. And if you can work out what you've worked out, you can get 4 marks there. It's just learning the method. I see no method here, and what you've written down is wrong. All you need to do is to see how many times bigger this is than that. So you do 16 divided by 10, which is 1.6. Everything has to be multiplied by 1.6. So for that paper, Rosie, you have scored 8, 11, 19, 24, 32, 38, 40, 50, 55. 55 out of 100 is a grade D, and it's 15 marks off a grade C. So it's your best mark so far, so you're still going in the right direction, but you're still quite a way off those 15 marks. But little mistakes, I reckon there's easily 15 marks you could pull there. Like on this first page, you've lost 4 marks. There's 1 mark gone there. There's 2 marks gone there. There's a mark gone there. Just on careless little things, another 2 marks there. So if you go through that, I'm sure you will see easily 10 marks there that are just careless little mistakes, and then just another couple of things to learn how to do, like compound percentages.